Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more. Do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Quarterback will keep it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Georgia going up tempo.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. Right on the money. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from instant. And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create a turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Number 81 set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Dances away. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here's a give to Frazier. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Snags it, and he's open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. That's caught. It's Moore. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking for room. It's Davidson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. The running back has it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The give to the tailback. There's some room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Davidson. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. The play-action fake. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. Now this offense has it 1st and goal, trying to cash in after that defensive penalty. On the ground, it's Davidson. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the 1st down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Makes the grab down the left side. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's complete to the left. Breaks the tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snap.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do know.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Not a chance. Missed it. He missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. The throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll give it on the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Escapes the sack. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Here's a heat. Gets away to his left. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and head into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Moving out to the right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Open field on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got an open man. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter. You're seeing...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Fires downfield. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And the return team sniffed out that fake. They don't even get it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball goes over on downs.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked off his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running inside, it's Davidson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clemson jumps to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davidson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine These rig running backs are going to get hurdled, not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Number 81, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got room to work. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Across the 45. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Finding some room. Running through contact. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Clemson is quick to the line. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss, you get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Got his man. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tight end now in motion. He's got it again. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking for space. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Davidson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense, quick tempo. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Going to try to get it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This is